We have what appears to be an absurd question here when we ask, in what system of numeration is 51 over 3 equal to 15? That seems ridiculous when you consider the everyday base 10 type of system of numeration we're talking about. Now, y'all, by system of enumeration, there's an understood base 10. So 51 base 10 over 3 base 10. Okay, is certainly equal to 17. That's easy to calculate. It's certainly equal to 17 at base 10. Now, of course, nobody writes the subscript 10 for the base. It's understood base 10. We have 10 fingers, right? I guess that's how that originated. Okay. We have a different question right here. We go, in what system of numeration is 51 over 3 equal to 15? And this looks absolutely absurd, but what we mean by that is we mean what base? 51, we'll write 51b here over 3b. Now, something you can kind of, this helps a little bit, I suppose, is notice that 5 is the largest digit that you see. So that would mean the base would have to be at least 6 or more. Notice how in base 10, the permissible digits are 0, 1, 2, all the way up to 10 minus 1. I say that for emphasis. 10 minus 1 is certainly 9. So these are the permissible digits 0 through 9 in base 10. So the fact that you see a 5 here is the largest digit present would indicate the base would have to be 6 or higher. Okay, just a little kind of get your feet wet sort of observation. All right. Now, what does this mean though? This really means 51 base B means 5 B plus 1. Okay, that's exactly like this means 5 times 10 plus 1, which is 51. This means 5 times b plus 1, okay? So we're searching for a base where this calculation may hold. Now, a priori, you wouldn't know if the base necessarily would come out to be an integer or a rational number. It could even be a negative number. That can happen. You can have negative bases. A lot of people aren't aware of that, but you can. It's mathematically legitimate. But the way you figure out the answer to this question is really pretty easy. In this, what a lot of people would call recreational math problem, 51 is equal to 5b plus 1, just like I mentioned. And so you can solve this equation right here is equal to b plus 5. Okay, 51 over this would be, that would be the representation of 15, right? If you want to think of 1 in front of the b, if you makes this 1 right here, 1 times b. Okay, now what happens here when we solve this? Let's see. We get, what do we get? 5b plus 1. I'll just multiply by 3, I guess, equals to 3b plus 15. And now you're thinking really in base 10, in a manner of speaking, I guess. So we're multiplying by 3, so we get 3b plus 15. Okay, now when you solve, folks, it doesn't take long to see almost by inspection here that b is 7. B is equal to 7, right? You can think about subtracting 3b and you get 2b is equal to 14, and that this implies b is equal to 7. So this is base 7. This calculation could occur in base 7, and just to confirm that, let's look at do I got everything visible here? So here's our 51 over 3. So 51 base 7, which is the base we've uncovered here. 51 base 7 over 3, and of course I'll call it 3 because 3 is a digit in base 10 and base 7. Okay, this is equal to 5 times 7, and this is just kind of the check to see if you believe this, what I'm telling you. 5 times 7 plus 1 over 3. Okay, folks, notice that that's equal to 12. Right? Now, this would be a base 10 number here. Okay, since I've multiplied it out, this is now a base 10 number. But what would that be in base 7? Well, it would be equal to 7 plus 5, right? excuse me, not 7. It would be 1 times 7 plus 5 is really accurate. And what that means, a little more accurate, that means this is equal to 15 base 7, okay? 15 base 7. Okay. You can think of this as the 7's position. You know, you have the 10's position in Hindu Arabic expansion, but this here we have base 7. So that is equal to 15, which is what we get right here, folks. 51 over 3 is equal to 15 in base 7. Okay? And again, not a hard math problem. It's more of like, do you know what expansion means in a system of numeration? But system of numeration just means base, a different base. So that does it, folks. It would be base B or base 7 here, I guess, would be the way to answer that question. Okay. Good night.